Oh, okay. Today is Thursday. Chris has a question. Let's answer his question. Now, every Thursday you can ask question, okay, and then I can answer you. And I'm going to use 奇门遁甲 to answer Chris' question. Chris asks, should I take the offer if I'm offered the job? Okay, so come in and see what I have to say. Okay, in case some of you don't know me, I'm Dr. Kim. I read 八字 very, very accurately. And I can read 奇门遁甲 also very, very accurately. Okay, Chris, are you in? Let's look at what Chris asked, okay? Let's look at Chris' question. He asked, should I accept and take on this role if being offered? Now, the question should not be, should I accept and take on this role? The question should be, first thing first, will I be offered? That should be the question, right? Then the second question is, if I'm being offered, then should I accept or not accept? That's how I see the question. Maybe I'm wrong, okay? GM means what? General Manager. Seems to be keen on me. Let's investigate. Is it true or not? Right? Some people are hypocrite. They may seem keen. Tomorrow they wake up, they may change their mind. We don't know. So we will find out. Okay? He asked me to consider and let him know. Chris, what do you mean he asked me to consider? What is the meaning of he asked me to consider? Means what? While Chris is typing his answer, to let me understand what he means by he asked me to consider and let him know. Let him know what? Specifically what? He asked you to consider, and specifically what he wants you to let him know what? Please tell me. Okay, Fang Chi, nice to see you. How are you, Fang Chi? Teacher miss you. Now, while Chris is typing the answer, I have an announcement, which is the wealth class. Now, the response of the wealth class was really very, very, very good. 100% means 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20, 50 out of 50, 100 out of 100 students gave feedback and said the course really, really eye-opening, jaw-dropping, mind-blowing, and they really learned a lot of secret, which they have never learned before. Number one. Number two, they have also learned the accurate way to read a八字chart from me, which they have never known it. Some of them have took courses from this master, that master, this country, that country, and they didn't know that what Dr. Kim thought them was actually the correct way. So in the previous, they have read the chart wrongly, or maybe not wrong, but incomplete. Okay? So they have learned so much. These are some of their feedback. I just let you know. So when will be the next class? 18, 19, 20th October. If interested, please register your interest. Anyway, I'll make a formal announcement on Sunday, okay? Okay, Chris said he asked me to consider if this job I'll be interested and take on this challenge, right? You mean he offered you the job already? Are you trying to say he offered you and then he's waiting for your answer to accept or not accept? Is that what you mean? That means not if being offered. Not. So this word should delete, is it? Is that what you mean? That means you are being offered the job, is it? So now he wants you to let him know whether you take the job or not. Is that what you mean? Now, if so, that means, like for example, he asked you to consider if you want this job. That means he's giving you this job already. And then he's waiting for you to say yes or no. Now, if so, then the answer that we want from the 奇门遁甲 chart will be, should I accept or not accept? Okay, Emily is right. Like and share. Like and share. Okay. Haven't offered yet. Oh, he asked me if keen or not. Then he will talk to HR. Okay, now I get the picture. Now, what the GM, the general manager that you wrote here, right? This GM, correct? That means GM say, okay, we have this position open. And then he checked with Chris first. Interested? Yes, then he talked to HR about what? About giving an offer letter or what? It's very vague. If the question is very vague, the answer is very vague. Okay. Now, let me see what I can find out from the chart. Now, first thing first, when you plot a chart, number one, you have to plot the time when you ask the question. Okay. So this is the time I receive. Chris say, hey, teacher, I have this question. So that's how you plot the chart. Yes, correct means he is offering you the job. If you yes, he will ask HR to give an offer letter. Okay. Okay, understand. That means he's offering you the job. Then the question is correct. That means should I accept or not if being offered? That means you are being offered. If yes, he'll get HR to get you the offer letter. Okay. So this, you see, ambiguous, right? So if the question is not understood, then the answer is also not very sharp, right? So a very sharp question will get a very sharp answer. Okay. Now, so when we have this type of question, is 八字 good to answer this question? My answer is no. That is the reason why I use 奇门遁甲. Teacher, why 八字 cannot answer? 八字 is not cannot answer. It cannot answer very exactly, very specifically. Okay, these are specific event. Specific event means, hey, this particular event happened at this time, this day. Then you want the answer about this specific event. Then you look for 奇门遁甲. 八字 is good to understand, okay, generally, how is the event today? Maybe generally a bigger picture. Right? Now, 八字 is very useful if it's for life destination. For example, the big direction that you should be moving towards your life. Correct? Of course, it can be very specific, such as, like, for example, lawyer, doctor, right? Correct? It can be specific in that way, right? But even if it's, what is my suitable career? You can see in 八字. Still, 八字 actually will give you a bigger, like more general direction. Like, for example, oh, doctor or lawyer. But lawyer specifically in family affairs, or specifically in property affairs, or specifically in commercial dispute, it's not very well described in the budget. You understand what I'm trying to say? Teacher, how I gain wealth in the wealth course, right? You taught us about wealth, correct? Yes. 八字 can give you a big picture of direction of you should be going towards that direction. But specifically, if very specifically, for example, the 八字 will say, hey, you make good money from property, for example, right? But it doesn't give you something so specific, like, for example, property related to commercial, related to residential, related to overseas. Maybe can, but not so specific. I don't know how to explain to you. But sometimes we need the bigger picture first, then we can have the specific picture. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, for example, first, my job situation is a big picture. Correct? Like Chris have a job situation. So when I was reading his 2025, 八字can give a very specific, not specific, but a very general goal or a bigger goal, a bigger picture. For example, like in the chart, you can see there are two different wood, the 三官 wood and the 食神 wood. Correct? So actually from a Da Yun, you can see Da Yun say, hey, this is the wood. And when you compare with the chart, with the Bazi chart, you notice the whole Bazi chart has this wood, the Sangguan wood. Correct? So when you look at the Da Yun, it matches the Bazi Sangguan wood. But when you look at the year, the Sangguan wood becomes the Shishen wood. Correct? So here we know he's going into an unfamiliar land. Because you can see, how come Shishen is not in the chart? Correct? It's not in the original chart. Da Yun, also Sangguan, which is in line with the original chart. But the year shows not the Bazi character, Chinese character appears. So here you will know that the person is going to enter something into a new, he's going into a new challenge. So this is the general picture. Correct? And in this general picture, Chris has an event today, a specific event. Oh, I have an interview today. Right? So if you look at the Bazi, if you scroll to the month, for example, correct? Or even scroll to the day, correct? For example, the month and day. Correct? And then you compare back to the year, to the luck cycle, you may get another story. But still, it's on a bigger goal, bigger direction. So only Qi Men Dun Jia can talk about specific. For example, Bazi say, hey, you live in Punggol, right? A very big direction. Not as big as you live in Singapore. Singapore is even bigger, correct? It can narrow down to Punggol for you. But specifically this unit, then you need the Qi Men Dun Jia to come in, complement the chart. Okay, so always make sure you have two tools. At minimum, you must have a Bazi tool, you must have a Qi Men tool. This tool is the bare minimum tool. You must make comparison. Okay, and or to help you expand your question. Understand? So no need to confuse about should I learn Bazi or should I learn Qi Men. No need to puzzle. Both are necessary. Okay. Now, first thing first, Qi Men Dun Jia. We know Chris has a specific event already, so we know Qi Men Dun Jia is a better prediction tool to use. So we choose Qi Men Dun Jia. Okay. Improve the question. Okay, thank you. Right, next. Now, Qi Men Dun Jia, we plot the question when the person asks the question, we plot the time of the question, right? If we do not have the event, specific event time, right? Maybe, for example, specific event time is that, for example, the interview was 3 o'clock. Let's say we don't have that, but the person asked the question at, let's say, 8 o'clock in the evening. Then we plot based on 8 o'clock. The accuracy rate is very high. Now, every time when you turn on a Qi Men chart, first thing first, always look at the hour, Tian Gan. Check what is this word. Okay, because this word will sort of give you the smell, right, of what is going to happen. What's going to happen, right? The smell, right? Positive or not positive, correct? Now we saw this Jia. We know Jia belongs to the emperor, correct? So here actually has a positive indication. But we know that if it's a Jia hour in Qi Men Dun Jia, it will definitely be a Fu Ying chart. Fu Ying, we know, is a stagnant chart. Stagnant. Correct? But if you read my textbook, Qi Men Dun Jia textbook, outside, okay, you will know that Jia Fu Ying is a special condition. It is positive, yet it comes with a bit of stagnant. Stagnant means starting very difficult, but in the end, things can work out. That's what it means. Okay? For Jia special condition. Right? Other than Jia, all the Fu-Yin is not positive. Mainly not so positive. But of course, we learn I Ching, we know that anything negative will have something positive there. Anything positive will have something negative there. Right? This is part of how the universe works. Okay? So first thing we need to find out is the job. Correct? We need to find out which parameter is Chris. Correct? How we find out? We check the year, born year. Tian Gan. Okay, so his born year Tian Gan is Gen. So we will look for Gen. Haha, we found the Gen. Correct? Gen Nian Ming. So we know this is a very good representation of Chris. Number one. Number two, we saw a horse above. Horse above means resonation. Right? So he is preparing to resign already. Why? I'm not surprised if he say, teacher, my boss talked to me and say sorry to me and say, ask me to resign, or they are ready to let me go, right? With or without compensation or whatever. But whatever the story is, we saw the horse here. We know a resonation through whatever means is there already. Right? Number one. Number two, we saw an emptiness here. Correct? Emptiness. If you refer to Dr. Kim,奇门遁甲 book, correct? Jella, can you bring me a 奇门遁甲 book? If you read the 奇门遁甲 book, you will see this word called emptiness, right? It's written clearly in my textbook that emptiness means half energy.
How you know I can hear?
Thank you so much. My son is so sweet. Yeah, this is a textbook, okay? Strongly encourage you to please have this textbook. Right? I'm very confident this is the best 奇门遁甲 textbook. Super confident. Okay? Okay, now let's come back to the chart. Okay, so in this textbook, you will see, teacher, you wrote that emptiness means half energy gone. Correct? Half energy gone means the words inside here, the energy is like half energy gone. So if there's a resonation, we saw a horse, we know it's half. Means half the leg out of the office already. That means after they go to work, already preparing any time to resign or throw the resignation letter. Okay? Chris, give some feedback. What's happening right now to your current position, current job position? Current, Now, emptiness means half, correct? But the month fire supported the Earth Palace. Therefore, this Earth Palace has a strong signal. Strong means the Earth is strong. Correct? Now, when the Earth is strong, this emptiness is half energy, I know. Right? Or sometimes you can say, hey, Kong means resign already. Strong means haven't resigned. So is resign or haven't resigned, teacher? The answer is, if it's resigned, maybe he still need to go back office and do some work, right? Or if he haven't resigned, every day he go to office, it's like he resigned already like that. Nothing to do, or the heart is not there, the motivation is not there to carry out the duty. Okay? That's how you're going to read the chart. That is the situation of him right now. Okay? Xuan Wu means he got cheated lah. Right? Interview, ask me to become doctor. When I come in, I'm not doctor, I'm the receptionist in the doctor office. Something like that. Like got cheated, you know? The role mismatch. So he's sitting, right? He's sitting like a got cheated style like that. Okay, next. Simen sit here with Chris. Simen means he totally lost motivation. Why? Simen is an earth element. Earth now is strong. Means he very, very, very like drag himself to work. Poor thing, my Chris. Chris is like my son like that. Okay, next. How come there's a hospital? I wrote a hospital here. Now, Tian Rui in 奇门遁甲, when you refer to the textbook, teacher, where is Tian Rui? When you refer to the reference page, you will see that Tian Rui is hospital. Okay, so there's a hospital sitting with him. He admitted hospital. He did not admit hospital. He went to the hospital. He went for interview, and this job got relationship with the hospital. That's what it means. Okay. And then we saw a water here. You give feedback. Okay, give us feedback. Yeah, all of us can learn from you. Right. Right, like zombie. Zombie is like dead meat already. Go there is like, I don't know what's the purpose of coming here. Okay. Now there's a water element sitting here. Now this water element, number one, we know is small water. Small water means what? It's in water. It's like raindrop like that. Top, top, top. Number one. Right. Number two is related to hospital. So if you link together, hospital, rainwater means what? Sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer. Okay. Sitting in the chart with him. Number one. Number two, let's look at the interview. Okay. Teacher, I went to the interview. Okay. Interview sits strong. Can you see strong? Strong means he already meet the person. Because so strong means he already sit down face to face with the person already. If it's not strong, maybe on the way there. Maybe next week is the interview. Okay. But because the Jingwen is sitting in a fire palace. Okay. So very strong means settle already, teacher, the interview. It means when he called me that time and said, teacher, I want to know, right? At this time when he called me, the interview completed. Why? Strong one. Fire month. Strong or weak? Check the month of the chart. Okay. Next. Right. Can you see Wu is in the interview? Wu in 奇门遁甲 refer to the textbook. Okay. The textbook shows, right? The textbook show Wu is money. That means in the interview, they already talk about the money already. That means how much is your salary? Ask me, Chris already know. So there's a 鬼 water there. 准 because 景门有利了。景门有利 means you secured the interview. Okay. Also, you can also check the relationship between the interview and Chris. The interview sits fire, Chris sits earth. Fire grows earth. Fire grows earth. What do you think of this interview? Positive or negative? Fire grow earth. Earth is Chris. This is interview. Interview grow Chris. So did the interview went well? The answer is yes. The interview went well. Okay. Not only that, the money sits here. Fire grow this money. Correct? Means, the salary is low until cannot, teacher, I don't want. Not true. The salary, he can accept. He says that, okay, I accept, okay, salary, okay. Like that. Okay? Correct? Paihu is a negative star. Correct? Unfriendly. Fire counter this metal not strong. Right? Very unfriendly. I don't think so. Okay? Should be okay. But may have received some warning. For example, no existing customer for you. You can or not? Like that. Okay, next, come and see the job. Now, this job star, correct, is the current job. Correct? Current job. because he haven't resigned. So it represents the current job. Now, the current job, correct? You can see inside hide this gun metal. This gun metal we know is crease. And if we look at the chart, this secret stamp here, this crease, secretly, there's a sabotage star here. Okay? So if there's a resignation, is bo pian resign one teacher like that. Why? Karena sabotage law like that. Okay? Okay, so let's look at the boss star, which is a 子府, right? Boss star. Shi gan also sometimes can means the outcome. Correct? The outcome is, should I join the new company or should I not join the new company? Correct? Is here. Now we look at this earth element because crease is here. Correct? The earth actually counter the water. But is it true? Not true. Why? Because there's an emptiness here. Emptiness means, yeah, I want to beat you, but you're not at home. Correct? Means I want to reject you, but you're not at home. Means cannot reject you. Means did Chris straight away reject this offer? No, he did not. Okay? Cannot reject means accept. That's what it means. Okay. And there's a water sitting here. Correct? There's a Tian Pong sitting here. Tian Pong we know is not auspicious. Not auspicious. Means, I joined the company already. Then this boss give me a lot of leads, help me a lot, and then bring me to see all the customers. Tian Pong is like gangster like that. Gangster means, hey, you come in, I throw you to the jungle. You go and settle yourself. So Shi gan is the outcome. Okay? It's the outcome. Now water sometimes is a trap palace. Correct? Trap palace. Therefore, you want to take this offer, there is some challenge for you. And then does this boss star here actually see this thing come back to here, right? Kaimen sometimes can also means job offer, because Kaimen means open the door, means give an offer. Correct? So if this offer, correct, is rejecting Chris, then of course we will tell Chris, don't know lah, maybe not suitable. But looking at this chart, we know this is earth. Earth is strong. The strong earth produces this metal. Means Chris wants this job. He's actually very happy that I went for the interview and the person asked me if let me consider if I take. So he's quite happy, He's like, not bad. Salary wise, okay lah. Like that, okay lah, like that. Therefore, looking at this chart, if you're Chris teacher, what is your answer? Would you encourage him to go or not go? Will you encourage him to take the offer or not? Will you offer or not offer? Will you advise Chris to take the offer or not take the offer? Can you type your answer? Right? You can take your answer. You can type your answer. Jun dash, take the offer. Jun, no, Chris, don't take the offer. If I'm teacher, I will tell you no. Give your comment. Give your comment. Then I will give you my comment. Ping Ping, teacher so long never see you. The last time teacher see you is we do charity together, remember? We were at the old folks home. That was the last time teacher see you. Then the business, so far so good. I got no time to check your chart because you also never book consultation. But don't worry. As long you're under your wife's wing, teacher feels safe. You are protected. Teacher, I have still helping my wife. That means you're being safe. 很安全. Yeah, you see, salary wise, okay, can accept, right? Yeah, quite busy. See, I happy with. And then Ping Ping busy also. He will come and take a look at teacher. Teacher, today Thursday, 一本来搞款些，有情有义的人， Ping Ping, super pampered teacher. Nobody want to type the answer whether if you're a teacher, would you advise Chris to take the offer or not take the offer? Okay, never mind. Nobody want to give the answer. I give the answer. Okay. Now this sanitizer here, see this G. This G is Liu Xing. This sanitizer, right? With this hospital, correct? Sit the sanitizer, which is punishment star. Punishment star, correct? Means this sanitizer very easy to sell to the hospital. No, not easy to sell to the hospital. Why? Sit the punishment star, not easy. Number one. Number two, there's a tianpeng here. This tianpeng is also water, correct? And this is the boss star also sit in the water palace, right? Means try to get support from boss or what, not so easy also, right? So that is the challenge if you want to go for this offer. Means get ready, right, to be rejected, or not you rejected, your sanitizer that you bring to the hospital say, huh? Right? You may have some challenge, correct? But I want to tell you, Chris, no need to scare. Why? Because Jia is here. That is the reason why I love our Jia and I hate our Jia. Because our Jia means 苦尽甘来. You know what's 苦尽甘来or not? Means starting when you go in, correct or not? Even got pay cut, got this, got that. Never mind, you go to the hospital, they reject you and say, no lah, this sanitizer. But in the end, whatever it is, right? Even you go in as a bypass, or in the end, things doesn't turn out to be so bad. That's what it means. But starting not very good. So this is the first thing you must have my preparation. That, hey, teacher, if I take this offer, correct or not? In short term, I cannot do well in the company. Human means relax. Correct? Correct? Then, not so easy. But can it be achieved or not? I look at your butter chart. Correct? This water. Correct? Even this Mingzhu, this water, these three water in your chart, right, is favorable. That means is favorable in your chart. Is a favorable element. It's a favorable parameter. Means, for example, if your work got something to do with water, for example, water filter. Yeah, but water filter not selling well. But the water filter, don't care if sell well or don't sell well. Somehow you can get some money there. That's what it means. That's what I mean by this water in the chart, right? It's not hurting you. It's not hurting you in the chart. Even if it's not favorable, it's unfavorable, it's also not hurting you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? That's why funny. I work in this water filter. The business not so fantastic one, but I survived there, teacher. You see? Look at Chris' feedback. This one I don't know what. Chris never tell me. I see from the chart. So as long as like water thing, honestly speaking, your birth chart suitable to do one. Even the water filter, no business, don't know what, no business, but you survive it. You can survive there. So to take the offer or not, honestly speaking, it's not for us to decide. It's for Chris to decide, right? As Chris teacher, number one, I must report honestly. Number two, I must report accurately, right? Number three, I must report to Chris ethically. Okay, I believe I have done this already. Number one, I report accurately and completely. Means is Jia, it is good, but not short term. Short term, not so good. So if you think you can take the challenge short term, you take the offer. If you want quick money, go in straight away, promotion, don't know what this hospital buy for you, that hospital buy for you, and while you become very famous across the hospital industry, then the answer is no. But if you got the patience, right, to slowly build your client base, the answer is yes, you can successful. So actually this question come back to you, right? If you okay, you think you can take the short-term obstacle and then wait for the long-term benefit, you take the offer. If you cannot, you think, teacher, I cannot, then you don't take. Okay, number one. Number two, even based on 八字encourage you to do water element things. So anything to do with water element can benefit your chart. For example, a hospital selling sanitizer, can or not? Your 八字 say can do. Will it hurt me? It won't hurt you. Can. Not say cannot, can. Huh? Water filter, can or not? Can. Right? So what's your answer, Chris? Would you take this job offer? And then another fact found from the chart is the current company 9天 means go to the sky already. Go to the sky means bye-bye. Like aeroplane like that, fly off. So honestly speaking, if you look at the current market, economical market, you will know that number one, very, very hard to get job. Number two, very, very hard to get new customer. Because why? Everybody so panic of the economic crisis. Everybody is standby, ready. Correct? And then people are cutting costs and things like that. You know what I'm trying to say, Chris? So you must have all this mental preparation. You see, Jun. Current one is 免看了啦. Correct? So honestly speaking, at this current situation, where the economy is not safe, so fantastic right now, it is the employers market, not the employees market. Honestly speaking, we don't really have very good option to say, should I accept or not accept? You know what I'm trying to say? Correct? Number one. Number two, when you look at the 八字, this kind may represent job. You notice this is also 福音. 福音 is ting. Ting is a good symbol. Number one. Number two, if this thing represent current company, this thing represent the future company, they are both ting, correct? Sitting in, ting is considered a good parameter. But of course, matter can attack ting, cannot. Why? Because ting is supported by the month. Fire strong. Correct? Number one. Number two, it also shows that these two companies that you work for, current one or the future one, they are actually sitting in Qian is actually a good company. Means they are not weak company. They are actually strong company. And current one is better than the future one. Not necessary. Why? Because 福音嘛. Means the company, they both have their pro and cons. So she says, teacher, I sent more than 20, 30 resume. Only this one get back to me. Yeah. Correct? So let's say now it's because market bad. Only one get back to you. Let's say the market is hot. It's the employees market. Let's say if it's hot. When I see this chart, I will also know that current and future are more or less the same one. More or less so xiang. You know what I'm trying to say? For example, wow, this company I go in is a big company, you know, but when I go in, mismatch. You sabot touch. Correct or not? Then the second one I go in, wow, also big company, I go in. Then after that, I never get sabotage, but no client base for me. Everything from scratch. Like I built my own business like that. So more or less, both have their different challenge. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I'm not against you taking up this new offer. Not against means I support lah. Teacher, you support or not? Support. You think I should take because of the element that are not hurting you, right? This element not hurting you, that element not hurting you, then I will say, okay, take. Right? If I see hurt you here and there, I will say not take. But of course, my answer say take. Also depend on you, what? Whether you can take the Jia challenge or not. Jia challenge means Jia fight. 次右, Genjing, 次右. Right? If you read my Qimen book, you will know that how Qimen Dunjia come about. Qimen Dunjia started with Jia and Gen. Jia is the emperor, Gen is the barbarian. These two fight. In the end, after 80 over fights, finally Jia won. That's what it means. 苦尽甘来. So now, if you can 苦尽甘来, you have the attitude, then you take. If you don't have, then you don't take. Huh? Hey, Hockey, long time no see. Huh? You understand, Chris? If you are willing to be like Ajia, fight 80 times, lose 79 times. If you're willing to be like Ajia, then you take. If not, you don't take. Like that, lor. If you're willing to be Ajia, your teacher advice is take. If you're willing to be Ajia, then teacher answer is take. Take. Okay? I don't want to be Ajia. Then you don't take. Okay? Okay, I hope you welcome. So I hope this is very clear for you already. Okay, bye-bye.